What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Real Talking Healthy Food. It's your girl. Make sure you come on in, just hit that like and subscribe because you're tuning in to the realest. Okay, real quick, excuse the noise in the back. I got my fan on and it's too hot to be playing them games. So, on this video, we're going to discuss T.I. and Killer Mike, their response to the rioting and looting in Atlanta. So let's roll the clip and then we just gonna talk. Now listen to the very first thing that the news reporter says. The mayor was strategic in who she selected to speak on their behalf.
With Mayor KEISHALANCEBOTTOMS, she was very strategic before she came out with the press conference about who she wanted there and the messaging that she wanted to get across. And therefore, she brought in Atlanta natives, rapper T.I., and also Killer Mike. Both of these men, businessmen in our communities as well, in the place where they were born and raised. Let's listen now to that sound from earlier from T.I. and Killer Mike.
Atlanta is the place where people like me, Killer Mike, other artists, creators, other people who come from our culture, and other people who rise up out of the wreckage of the struggle that we all experience just by being born a certain color in this country. But Atlanta is a place where we can set an example of prosperity, and we've done that for generations. People like Dr. King, Maynard Jackson, have paved the way for us. When everything else goes away, when you don't get treated right in New York, when you don't get treated right in LA, when you can't get treated right in Detroit, when you don't get treated right in St. Louis, when you don't get treated right in Alabama, Atlanta has been here for us. This city don't deserve it. However, I understand that a lot of others do, but we can't do this here. This is Wakanda. It's safe. It must be protected.
It ain't no motherfucking Wakanda.
I didn't want to come, but I don't want to be here. I'm the son of an Atlanta City police officer. My cousin is an Atlanta City police officer, and my other cousin, East Point.
He crying already. Oh, they getting on my nerves. I'm sorry.
Respect for police officers, down to the original 8 police officers in Atlanta, and even after becoming police, had to dress in a YMCA because white officers didn't want to get dressed. Here we are 80 years later. I watched a white officer assassinate a black man, and I know it tore your heart out. And I know it's crippling. And I have nothing positive to say in this moment. I don't want to be here. But I'm responsible to be here because it wasn't just Dr.
Should have kept your crying ass here, huh?
Dressed nicely, who marched and protested to progress this city and so many other cities. It was people like my grandmother, people like my aunts and uncles, members of SCLC and NAACP, and in particular, Reverend James Orange, Mrs. Alice Johnson, and Reverend Love, who we just lost last year. So I'm duty bound to be here to simply say that it is your duty not to burn your own house down for anger with an enemy. Try to put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. He never wanted his master's property threatened. He was more defensive of it than the master was. That was the house Negro. Some field Negroes who lived in huts, had nothing to lose. They wore the worst kind of clothes, they ate the worst food, and they caught hell. They felt the sting of the lash. They hated their master. Yes, they did. If the master got sick, they prayed that the master died. If the master's house caught fire, they prayed for a strong wind to come along. This was the difference between the two. And today you still have house Negroes and field Negroes.
My bad, Killer Mike. I had a thought and my bad. I'm sorry, I'm listening.
Not to burn your own house down for anger with the enemy. It is your duty to fortify your own house so so that you may be a house of refuge in times of organization. And now is the time to plot, plan, strategize, organize, and mobilize. Niggas and bitches, power and money, riders and pumps. How do you want?
The phone first. You forgot a part.
How come the police gotta ride with guns, bulletproof vests, mace, sticks, walkie-talkies, backup, shotguns, all that shit to go through the ghetto? But we gotta go through that motherfucker with no bulletproof vests, no guns, no dope, no weed, no drink, no motherfucking nothing. Like, there's been a lot of cop killing going on, since '93. Do you feel any remorse for the cops that got killed? Yeah. Wait, I'm feeling my remorse, baby. I mean, I would if I could, but I can't. Because it wasn't no remorse for Latasha. It wasn't no remorse for Yusef Hawkins. And killing of a 15-year-old black teenager named Latasha Harless. The woman who shot her, a Korean shopkeeper named Soon Ja-do, was convicted of voluntary manslaughter but served no jail time. And that sentence, as much as the Rodney King case, tended to influence what happened more than a year later in the riots in Los Angeles where Korean shopkeepers were targeted. Killing of 16-year-old Yusef Hawkins. Hawkins, a black teen, was set upon by a white mob and fatally shot. His cold-blooded murder horrified the city and the entire country, setting off months of protest marches and paving the way for the election of New York's first black mayor, David Dinkins. No remorse for Latasha. There wasn't no remorse for Yusef Hawkins. And there wasn't no remorse when the motherfuckers kicked my ass.
And mine either.
They can all motherfucking die till they respect me as a motherfucking man. And every black man out there, they can all motherfucking die. And that's real. Until they do, more motherfuckers gonna die. As long as they got bullets, it's gonna be some justice around this motherfucker. And then you still get harassed, I told y'all, every day. Every day. Every day. Either it's a bitch, a cop, a jealous nigga, or a Caucasian, or Oriental, or a Mexican that can't drive, or somebody harassing me every motherfucking day. Shit is positive. All my shit is positive. That's the white man got you thinking my shit is negative and positive. All my shit positive because it tell niggas to swing back. It tell sisters to swing back, and it tell niggas to swing back. If that ain't positive, crack don't sell. You got me? You feel me? That's positive. White people got you believing just because I'm telling a nigga to stop getting his head kicked in by the police, to take the gun he would use to shoot his brother in a second and kill the motherfucking cop that's killing you, your family, and everybody else on the block. You know what I'm saying? Kill that motherfucker. That is not insane. That is sane and straight like a motherfucker. That's positive, like a motherfucker. That's positive, like a motherfucker. Because from where I'm standing, that would save a black family. You know what I'm saying? But from where they standing, that would keep another motherfucker off welfare. And keep another motherfucker shooting at cops, crooked cops, and be trying to shoot us down. So fuck them. It's all positive. Everything I do is positive, goddammit, because I'm still breathing. And I ain't on welfare. And I once was. You hear me?
My bad, Killer Mike. I keep thinking these thoughts and I'm listening. I swear I'm going to listen. My mind just wanders off and my coworkers say I think too much.
To plot, plan, strategize, organize, and mobilize. It is time to beat up prosecutors you don't like at the voting booth. It is time to hold mayoral offices accountable, chiefs and deputy chiefs. Atlanta is not perfect, but we're a lot better than we ever were, and we're a lot better than cities are. I'm mad as hell. I woke up wanting to see the world burn down yesterday. Tired of seeing black men die. He casually put his knee on a human being's neck for 9 minutes as he died like a zebra in the clutch of a lion's jaw. And we watch it like murder porn over and over again. So that's why children are burning to the ground. They don't know what else to do. And it is the responsibility of us to make this better. Right now, we don't want to see one officer charged. We want to see 4 officers prosecuted and sentenced. Georgia, former vice president of the Confederacy, white man said that fundamental law stated that whites were naturally the superior race, and the Confederacy was built on a cornerstone. It's called a cornerstone speech. Look it up. The cornerstone speech that blacks would always be subordinate. That officer believed that speech because he killed that man like an animal. In this city, officers have done horrendous things and they have been prosecuted. This city's cut different. In this city, you can find over 50 restaurants owned by black women. I didn't say minority, and I didn't say women of color. So after you burn down your own home, what do you have left but char and ash? Peacefully. Freedom is never safeguarded peacefully. Anyone who is depriving you of freedom isn't deserving of a peaceful approach by the ones who are being deprived of their freedom. And when black people in this country come out from under the mental straitjacket that the Negro clergymen have placed them in and begin to see that the only way you can get freedom is to get it the same way the white man in this country got it from England, or he says he got it from England. He was willing to pay the price for freedom. And when you're willing to pay the price for freedom, then you get it. But the Negro in this country has never been willing to pay the price for his freedom. All of the price that we have been paying in the past has been freedom for the white man. We fought abroad so that the white man in America could be free today to stick police dogs on us, to beat our people in the heads with police clubs, and to turn water hoses on little women and children and babies simply because they want to walk down the street like decent human beings. Now, the only way you can have peace is to eliminate those injustices, and the American white man is not going to eliminate them. He's going to talk that pretty talk, but he'll still continue to practice those inhuman.
I don't know if they elected themselves to be the spokespeople for the black community, but I am going to choose to stick to the real leaders. Because we don't need niggas on TV crying and, talking about all their police relatives and, all this shit. Y'all was pussyfooting and pussy popping around the shit too much for my taste. You know what I'm saying? And we do have to understand that the higher ups, the bigger people, the people we don't see, the shadow government is using our pain to incite other things. Our movement has 100% been infiltrated. But at the same time, shit is not gonna get done by kumbaya, my lord, and we shall have them days is fucking over. People have been warning the government, the police, and all and I personally hope they don't stop. I hope they go out every single motherfucking day. I hope for the worst, really, because I think that's the only thing that's gonna make shit better. I mean, they're listening now, aren't they? They're paying attention now, aren't they? So, we can't sit up here and keep playing games with these motherfuckers. And I don't know, the mayor called on them to speak, but I'm sorry, like I don't know what black folks elected them to speak on all our behalves because they don't think the way that I think. They're not thinking about the shit the way that I think. They don't speak for me. Okay? I think I made it very fucking clear where I stand with the shits. Okay? So, I'm gonna go ahead and just compile this into my George Floyd update video, and I'm gonna go into what I need to say. This is what I'm gonna say to you. George Soros and all those weirdos that we, talk about and things like that are using our plight and our pain to implement martial law. It is what it is. They're doing whatever it is that they could do to force inoculate us, okay? It's just what the fuck time it is. Okay, we're in the days of revelations. This is where the big veil is being lifted. All the truths are coming forward. I don't know if you're seeing it in your own life, but people are saying that the George Floyd murder is fake. I don't necessarily believe that. Do I believe he's actually dead? Yes. Do I think that he actually was killed by police? Yes, I do. Do I think that do I think this is a setup? Yes, I do. How is that? Well, I feel like because when the fuck did they ever give a fuck about our shit? Like, when have they ever gave a fuck about our shit? Now you mean to tell me? I mean, I think they just give a fuck because elections is coming in what, July, August, September, no, in a few months. So they got to do what it is that they got to do, and watch in the fall seasons. They gonna be black this, blacking it, blacking it up, right? But we're looking for tangibles here. But as a matter of fact, even if they was talking all the black shit and all the shit and the whoopty scoop and all the whole nine, I still don't want shit to do with this motherfucking government at all. I don't want nothing from you. I don't need nothing from you. I don't need no grown motherfucker telling me what the fuck it is that I need to do. What I need y'all motherfuckers to do is stop hiring these racist weirdos who are war stricken and think they're in Afghanistan some goddamn where. Okay, and then I'm gonna need the National Guard and these soldiers to stop acting like they don't know. That's what I need. That's what I'm gonna need for you to do. And as a daughter of a veteran, y'all motherfuckers is out of pocket. Y'all motherfuckers is way out of pocket. And I'm going to need y'all to get on deck. But you know what? Considering I lost my faith in everything that has to do with America, I don't want to go nowhere else, to be honest. I think about going to Africa and things like that. But no, not for real. I'm not one of those. I'll go to visit and everything. I understand I'm of African descent. But for me to leave my country, hell fuck no. I don't think I'm one of them people. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not going to sit up here and talk about some Georgia is Wakanda. Isn't that where they kill Ahmaud Arbery? Is where they fucking beat that girl up, had her titties and coochie all out in the goddamn Waffle House for nothing? Isn't that where the all this shit is going on? Look at Georgia's fucking history. You mentioned it your fucking self. So I don't know what's up with these, motherfuckers looking to find the term meritorious manumissions just come to mind, because for a mayor to reach out to you in regard to this, knowing, but she reached out to you because you guys talk on the black issues, but you pussyfoot enough to be safe for the other viewers, and they're sensationalizing our pain. They're enjoying this shit. And that's just really how I feel about it. We're being played right now. This is a fucking setup. And I'm gonna need y'all motherfuckers to understand that. This is a goddamn setup. We're off the back of fucking the pandemic and shit. That shit is still going on. And at any minute, if these motherfuckers, I done seen the bricks set up. I seen the bricks in the Highlands out here where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I was already feeling all down and out, depressed and shit like that, because this kind of shit is real triggering for me, because I done got my ass whooped by these motherfuckers. And I done seen the bricks. I saw it on the ground. I was like, damn, they on some bullshit. Then we go out to get us some falafel and have us try to take our mind off it because the shit was starting to open and shit. And there's piles and piles of bricks because they want to incite us to fuck shit up more, or it's either set there for those Antifa motherfuckers, which they've been exposed already. You know what I'm saying? To fuck shit up. And then the thing about it is they're fucking shit up in our communities. So where are these so-called gangsters and things? Where are these so-called thugs? Where are these niggas that be shooting niggas for stupid ass shit? Like, where's y'all antennas? Like, niggas talk all that tough ass shit, right? Niggas talk all that shit all day, every day, how hard they is, how they got guns, how they ready to blast, how they ready to pop off. But I don't see not a nan nigga nowhere in sight when it's really time to ride. Because y'all some bitches, and that's really how I think about y'all. Y'all some faggoty bitches. You sag with your booties all out. And it's like, nigga, like, the fuck? Like, I done dated niggas that went to prison. Them niggas don't even fucking sag. Okay? Because they know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. Like, T.I., Killer Mike, you're not speaking for me. Okay? You're not speaking for me. I'm not from no Atlanta, so you can't be speaking for me. But all I'm trying to say is this. Everybody's not going to be sitting up there trying to forgive and forget and all that shit. Talking about some beat up. And then why every single time a celebrity talks about this, from Beyonce's fraudulent ass, I got a hate love relationship with her. I just thought I put that out. You might hear me go, "Ooh, that's my girl," and then you might hear me go, "This motherfucking evil bitch," because I just can't accept the things that she's involved with, and I'm kind of battling myself with that. So don't judge me, okay? But at the same time, I'm coming into this information and trying to have a full understanding of what the fuck we're dealing with. And every single motherfucking time that these celebrities talk about our shit, they throw voting in there. They throw all the votes in there. I think that we should not vote. That's what I think. I think we should collectively not fucking vote until some shit really pops off. And like, I think you should be like, make sure that you sign that whoopie scoop and make sure it pop off, because or we ain't gonna vote. That's what I'm voting for. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we should be doing a goddamn motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Since you need my vote so much, since you need me at the polls, bitch, then do some shit that is gonna work out for me and all my partners, me and my family, me and my associates and fellow black people, because I live in an all black community, and I sure do see police all up and down these motherfuckers, helicopters and all kind of shit. But I go to the white side of town, go over where my mama stay at, and it's quiet as a motherfucking mouse. Shit don't be popping off all like that for us to be police like that. And where the fuck are these gangsters that they be claiming they're so hard and shit? Can you police your own neighborhood? And then for y'all to be talking all that big bad shit and all that, are y'all motherfuckers buying out those places that are currently being gentrified in your neighborhood? Those black neighborhoods are no longer black. My neighborhood is being gentrified. So what the fuck are you talking about? You're not talking about shit. And I don't need Diddy, Killer Mike, Snoop's fraudulent ass, and all these weirdo motherfuckers speaking on me, because you're far removed from the community, and you don't speak for me. You don't just get to pick and choose what the fuck is gonna happen for me. So that's why I feel like I needed to say something, because I think we as a collective should not be voting until they show and prove that they gonna change some motherfucking shit. That's what they need to be motherfucking doing. Instead of trying to get us to vote for the lesser evil and shit like that. No, fuck that. How about that? But I want to know what y'all think before I start going off in a tangent and bitches getting too hot. I'm starting to sweat and shit, and I need to turn that fan on. But yeah, they got us fucked up, and I vote that we shouldn't vote until they prove to us beyond a reasonable doubt that they prove to me on paper that is enforced immediately, effective immediately, the list of things that we already been wanting. So, or guess what? Guess what? Y'all just gonna get rolled on, and it is what it is. And that's just how I feel. Let me know what you think. How you feel about this video? How are you dealing with this? How is this shit making you feel? What do you think about that shit that they said? I want to know in the comments. Let me know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on the gram. I'll check y'all on the next one.
Negro leaders are trying to make white people think that they have things so much under control that there's no chance of Negroes getting out of line. As long as they thought that Martin Luther King had things under control in Birmingham, Kennedy didn't see fit to send any troops down there. As long as the dogs were biting little black babies and black women and black children, Kennedy never thought of sending any troops into Birmingham. It was only after the Negroes showed that they were fed up and that they were capable of retaliating against the injustices that were being inflicted upon them by the whites, that Kennedy called for the troops, and I frankly don't believe that he sent troops down there to defend Negroes, because if he had wanted to defend the Negroes, he would have sent them there when the dogs were biting the little black children. He sent them there only after the Negroes became fed up and showed that they were just as capable of defending themselves in Birmingham as they have been capable in the past of defending America on the battlefields of Korea and Germany and these other places.